I believe that God gives us all gifts, talents, and abilities. And sometimes being delusional will get you so far if you believe in yourself enough. I like to consider myself delusional because one thing I'm going to do is believe in myself wholeheartedly. It doesn't matter what anybody think or say. If I feel like I can do something, I'm going to try it, and I really believe that I can master it. So my daughter's first birthday is in a few weeks, and the delusion has taken over. Something on the inside of me really believe that I can create this. And there is a huge part of me that really believe that I can achieve this. Before we get into the full video, every party that we've ever had, we always ordered this grand, beautiful cake, and no one ends up eating it. Everyone always eat cupcakes. So for her birthday, we're gonna have a special cake for her, and we're gonna have cupcakes for the guests. But I want this beautiful cake, and I really believe that I can make it. So this is a faux cake that I'm gonna attempt to make. I went on YouTube to see how professionals create fake cakes for weddings, and they told me everything that I needed. So I wrote everything down, and I went to purchase all of my ingredients and products from Michael's. I watched the video on how to make fondant, and it seems pretty easy, but then when I Googled, can I just buy fondant at the store? It came up on Walmart and Michael's. So what I did, I said, we just gonna go pick it up from the store. Yeah, first strike. The moment I took the fondant out of the packaging, I literally had a few minutes before the fondant began getting too hard to maneuver. And I was like, oh God, I know I can do this. I can do this. I'm reminding myself that I can do this. So I'm rolling, trying to make it stretch as much as possible because the cake that I'm making is pretty big. So I need the fondant to stretch as big as possible. Y'all, my shoulders was hurting because I'm like, it should not take this much power to make this work. And then y'all, the fondant started getting stuck on the counter, and I'm like, oh my God, what do they use? And people were saying that they use sugar powder, and I was like, I don't have that. So I took some flour and we made it work. I had to start over, so I just scrunched it all back up and said, okay, let's try it again. And y'all, I heard this little voice in the back of my head saying, you can't do this. You might as well just pay the money to pay a professional to do it. You can't do this. And I had to remind myself.
Don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something.
And because of that quote from Will Smith in The Pursuit of Happiness, I made my decision that I am not going to quit on this cake. No matter how it turns out, I'm going to follow through. Now, I'm going to let y'all listen to some music while I struggle.
You're a perfect man. Got the whole world in your hands, but you still reaching out for me. Ooh, wow, why you love me too? I'm nothing like you. Opposite of holiness was what I was, but until you see my soul and could you see why? Hold my hand high, could you see I? You see me on one shot, cause you keep me. And now I'm better. No longer what I used to be better. He remains the same every single day. Yesterday, today, I let him hold my hand and I follow all his plans. Sometimes I don't understand, but to trust is what I can do. Cause he made me new, and he paid me too. Things I used to do that I shouldn't do, all of them he took. Now I lift my eyes to the sky like it's 4th of July. So I'm good, even live my life for the Adonai. Yeah. I'm good, 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 I'm good. Hush, these things my life, I'm through my soul, so the style that's made me perfect. I'm a picture of the stars and it's true. It's true. Instead of
All right, Parker Peeps. So by now you can tell that I am very much delusional. And why did I think I can do this? Because it's so much harder than I thought it would be. Major shout out and respect to all of the cake makers. Y'all got it. I'm gonna stay in my lane. But I still believe that I can do this, so I'm not gonna give up. Before y'all talk about me in the comments, hear me out. Hear me out. I had to break the fondant in half because it was getting too hard. It was hard to maneuver through. So I just needed to see if it was possible. As a person who believes that they can do anything, it's also important to analyze where you went wrong so the next time you do a better job. And I realized I should have just made the fondant from scratch, and I should have just used 1 tier instead of 2. Who did I think I was? Yeah, people who are delusional and who think that they can do anything, our motto is usually go big or go home. Yeah, I should have just stayed home. Once I laid the fondant on top of the cake and I started smoothing it out, I started feeling like a professional. And I was like, okay, this is very much possible. I just need more fondant and to make it from scratch. This is when I really realized that if I only did 1 tier instead of 2, it would have came out so bomb and I wouldn't have to worry about it. So yeah, the next one I'm gonna do is gonna be 1 tier, and then I'll probably just add the other one on top of that one once it's already done. I took a box cutter to cut off the excess fondant that we don't need, because obviously it's not gonna stick to the little cake things because it's not enough. So I went ahead and cut that off. Yeah, laid it to the side, and I'm gonna use it a little later. At this point, I'm really just having fun, playing around with it, and making note of what I can do better the next time, because I'm gonna do this again, like I said, so that I can get it right for my daughter's birthday. Practice makes progress, and progress is what we need. All your favorite cake makers, each and every one of them started where I am right now. And that is a beautiful reminder, because if you stick with something and don't quit, you can very much master it. And so that is giving me hope to keep trying, to practice, and to try it again.
Teach her how to jump and how to stretch when she reach, like the angels do, and you gon' make it through now. Tell about the healer, greater is the one within, and call him as the leader. Teach her how to hold a pretty hand up to the sky, and never wait upon the giver, he'll deliver like a dealer. To take her higher, higher, fly out the valley and the fire. Take her higher, higher, fly up out the valley and the fire. Train her feet for running, show her every door and how the windows let the sun in. Copy out the key and tell her this is for becoming. Even in the fever, baby, cry and get to running. And tell her that you better get your bootstraps up, you're with the army. Ready when the truth act up, nothing can harm me. Yelling from the roof I touch, put up a guard and count to 10. Lion's den, speaking with the higher pen. Can't be touched by fire then. Fast forward to the grown things now. I'm working on them soul things now. Forgiving all your old ways, but it's harder on the cold days. Cold days. Never been a product of a flawless environment. Never acted like I'm higher than you. And I still pray, dear God, won't you send me a break? Cause I need to get away, yeah. Dear God, won't you send me a break? Cause I need to get away. Cause I would rather be running away. I would rather be running. Dear God, won't you send me a break? Cause I need to get away. I need to get away now. I need to get away now.
Parker Peeps, here is my finished faux cake. Not too bad. Not too bad. Hubby saw it and he was like, I mean, if we put it against the wall, you can't tell. And I was like, no, this is just practice. I'm going to try again. But let me know how I did down in the comments below. Do I get an A for effort?